What is going on, everybody? It is your buddy, your pal, your big brother, big country boy podcast back with you one more time. And on today's episode of Country Boy Reacts, we're going to respond to last night's impeachment vote last night. We're going to go over some facts. We're going to try to be as bipartisan as possible. And we're definitely going to discuss and show some of the things and let you guys make your own decision. So, hope you enjoy the video. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is your boy, all right, and we are back, guys. And I know that, once again, guys, I know that this is going to be controversial, but I want to go ahead and put it out there, get some information from you guys on what you guys think. So last night, the House of Representatives voted on the two articles of impeachment that they had set forth, and 229 Democrats voted for it, one independent. Two said no. All 197 Republicans said no. And then, of course, we had the young lady from Hawaii that just put that she was present. She wasn't going to vote yes or no. So that was on the first article of the abuse of power. Also, on the second article of obstruction of Congress, it was very similar, but there was 3 no's on the Democratic side as well. So the question is this: I don't know how many of you guys have actually paid attention to it. It's actually very boring. If you've been spending the last, I believe it's been about 70 days that they've been having this inquiry since Speaker Pelosi come out and said that she was going to do an inquiry. They brought it to the House Judicial, and they brought it to all the committees that, of course, the House of Representatives is the majority, is the Democrats. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out, whether you like the man or you don't, whether you voted for the man or you didn't, okay? The point of the matter is this, and I'm going to show this on the screen here, but I'm going to read it to you guys. Here's some of the accomplishments, okay? So he's already appointed 2 Supreme Court justices, over 50 different local judges. The stock market is reached all-time high. The consumer confidence is a 17-year high. He's created more than 2 million jobs. The mortgage applications are at a 7-year high. Unemployment rate is the best in 50 years. Unemployment rate. And that's not only just overall. That is Latino, African American, everything. Okay? All across the board, it is the lowest that it has been in over 50-something years. There's a list. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys. It's going to be in the screen so you can guys see. So the question comes to this. What do you believe? What do you think? Is Donald Trump what we're used to in the United States when it comes to presidents, whether it be congressmen or whatever? Is he what we are used to? No, he's not. And here's the reason why. He's not a politician. He's a businessman. Now, you can sit here and you can argue, is he the greatest businessman alive? Has he had failures? A lot of you maybe in the comments are going to bring up the fact of the multiple businesses that has become bankrupt or gone out of business, or, the Trump University or things like that. But overall, is he a good businessman? Now, in the 3 years that he's been here, been the president, multiple, like I said, just multiple achievements. And the question is this because of the 2016, or is it really truly because President Trump is so terrible? That's a question that only you as a voter can decide. Now, the House of Representatives have, for those of you that have not been paying attention, they've been screaming impeachment since the day that he got elected. There was a political ad I saw watching the news. There was a political ad 4 hours after that he got it, when he swore in, that they already said that they was going to do the impeachment. Nadler, the guy over the judiciary, can't even say it, committee, ran on why he wanted to be chairman, that he would be the best suited to impeach this president. You have one of the squad, the 4 freshman ladies that are Democrats, that hours after she rose her hand in Congress saying that she was going to uphold the Constitution and everything, went to a rally and said that she was going to impeach the mother effer. You've got Maxine Waters, who has, been in rallies saying impeach 45. If you see a Republican, if you see someone in a MAGA hat or anything like that, chase them out of restaurants, chase them out of places of business. Don't do business with them.
If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome.
This was before any of this collusion with Ukraine or anything has happened. Now, here's the facts. Okay? When he got elected, they said that there was Russia meddling. Now, the Mueller reports come out, and it says that there wasn't. There's been the Horowitz report that came out and said that there was FISA abuse. 17 different lies that happened. Comey actually came out on Fox News just the other day and said, maybe I was wrong. Maybe there was mistakes. You've got top FBI people that have been found out to be working with the Democratic Party that helped with the Steele dossier. You've got you've got the Democrats who have been saying that they were going to impeach this guy the day that he got elected. So now we get to the July 25th call with Ukraine. Okay, so their biggest thing is that they released aid. For those of you that don't know, the whole reason is they're trying to say that for the impeachment is because President Trump pressured the new president of Ukraine, Zelensky, into looking into the Bidens for political gain, because Joe Biden is now one of the Democratic Party nominees. Okay, hasn't won it yet. Is actually third in the polls, but he hasn't won it yet. But they're saying that this is the reason why. So my question to you is this. Okay, their whole big thing is they're saying that he released it in 16 and 17. Excuse me, in 17, 18. Why is there such an issue in 19? There was a government change in 19. There was a government change in 19. Okay? I don't know why they released it in 17 and 18 and had such an issue with 19. That's not for me to decide. But the thing of it is like this, and Congressman Jordan had brought this up. Okay? Here's the thing that you got to know. Both parties have stated that there is no quid pro quo. Both parties said that there was no pressure. Both parties the Ukrainians didn't even know that there was a hold on the aid. They didn't do anything. They didn't come out public. They didn't say anything about the supposed investigation into Burisma, which is an energy company that Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, worked at. They didn't come out, they didn't do anything, and then the aid was released. Now, President Trump came out and said, hey, we want Germany, we want Europe. They should be doing a lot more. Now, my question to you is this, okay? As Americans, some of you, you know I'm prior military. Some of you are prior military. How many times do you walk down the street in your city and you see homeless vets? You see vets that don't get the medical treatment, the right treatment that they should have, because those people fought for your freedom. Those people are the reason why you can come on YouTube and you can leave good, bad, or ugly comments on here, especially if you're in the United States. Those are the people that died for you. So why are we not taking care of those people? So I can understand why you would want to put America first. If you live in the United States, why is it that we're so ready and so willing to send our jobs over to Mexico and Europe and China, and we're ready to pay, all these outrageous things to be able to bring in the goods, but yet we're not willing to put in for our own people? Why are we willing to give free medical aid, free scholarships, free all this other free stuff to illegal aliens? Yeah, I said it, illegal aliens. But we don't want to take care of the people that are citizens here. Now, I'm not talking about the people that come here, they go through the process of becoming a citizen. I've got a great uncle that's Spanish. He's from Mexico, and he went through he married a great aunt of mine, but he went through all the process of becoming a citizen. And I believe that that's something that everybody needs to do. Nobody said that you can't come to this country. Just do it legally. There's not a problem with that. But no, you want to go ahead and approve all these people coming in here. And, because President Trump comes out and says that we're going to have stronger borders because we don't want MS-13, we don't want, all these gang affiliations and everything like that coming in our country, but yet he's a racist. I was watching a video yesterday where a gentleman just had a Trump hat on, and he had people calling him a bigot. And the gentleman, of Latino descent, he said, "Why are you calling me a bigot?" Only because he had a hat on. Not because he had done anything. Not because he had came out and expressed a feeling or he hurt someone else in a certain way, but just because of the fact of a hat. And all this goes back to, guys, and this is just history repeating itself, all it goes back to is in the early 1900s, just simply hating someone because of the color of their skin. What's the difference between hating someone because of the color of their skin, hating someone because of the way they talk, and hating someone just because of a hat? There are many wars. Millions and millions of people have died because I don't like your religion. I'm Christian. You're Muslim. We're going to fight. I'm Christian. You're Hindu. We're going to fight. That's not what it's supposed to be. I'm white. You're black. We're going to fight. Do you have to agree with the way that Trump talks? Do you have to agree with some of the things that he's done in the past? Do you have to agree with the fact that he is not so politically correct that you may have to kind of put your big boy pants on and say, you know what, I'm an adult. Sometimes it's okay to agree to disagree. But the facts are this. Stock markets are at an all-time high. The economy is booming. There's jobs upon jobs upon jobs that are being created. No one is getting a free ride anymore. Lowest unemployment rate in 50 years. Guess what that means? That means less people on Social Security, less people getting our tax dollars just for sitting around on their butt because they don't want to work. Because when I was in retail and collections, I saw generations, 2 and 3 generations of people that knew how to work the system that never worked a day in their life. I remember what happened to me. I was 14 years old. I was one of my first jobs ever. I was a grocery bagger at a grocery store called Winn-Dixie. My first job, 14 years old, and I remember it changed my life at that time. There was a couple that came in. They had 3 buggies, 2 carts of food, and then 1 cart of nothing but alcohol. Now, with those 2 carts, they paid with food stamps. Now, this was back in the day when you actually had the paper food stamps. That tells you how old I am. But when it came to the alcohol on the 3rd buggy, they pulled out a big wad of cash. And they paid $20 bills wadded up. So, of course, it was my responsibility to ask them, did they want any help loading these groceries up? They said yes. So at 14 years old, I see for the first time how people work the system, because what I did is I pushed those groceries out to a brand new Cadillac. And I loaded them groceries into a brand new Cadillac. And they drove off. Now, it doesn't matter the color of the skin of the people. It's the fact that people was abusing the system. Now, I don't remember the exact name of the gentleman, but he came out and said, if you mess with the Intel community, they're going to get 7 ways to Sunday to get you back. I think what we saw last night was that coming to pass. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to debate what's good, what's bad. It really doesn't matter to me. When I decided to start voting, 3 years ago, they asked me, "Are you Republican or Democrat?" I said neither. They said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm going to vote for the right person for the job. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go based on what I feel and the research that I've done." They said, "You can't do that." So I did what I needed to do, and I voted. But over the past 3 years, I've decided that a lot of things have changed. See, all my life, I'm 40 years old. All my life, I said, you know what? My vote ain't going to matter. They ain't going to listen to this little old country boy from North Carolina. Never did nothing. Came from a split-up home. Came from an abusive family. They ain't going to listen to me. And the older I got, and I had children, I said, you know what? I got to do something to try to help my children and what they're going to do. Maybe my voice counts. So you know what? I'm here today, and I'm saying, you know what? Your voice counts with everything that you do. For every great leader, you have to be a great follower. But there are some people that can't do both. Which kind of person are you? So make sure to reach down into the comments. If you agree with what I say, let me know. If you disagree with what I say, that's fine. But all I ask is do not argue with each other. Do not sit here and try to call anybody any names. Nobody's being a bigot. Nobody's being racist. Nobody's doing all this stuff. We're just pointing out the facts. The facts is this. Everything that has happened in the past 70 days didn't happen the 2 other times we had an impeachment. Nixon got a fair trial. Clinton got a fair trial. Why does Trump not get a fair trial? That's all I'm saying. Why they got to hold meetings down in the basement, down in the dungeons of the Congress building? Why is only one person out of 400 people know who the whistleblower is? How is it that the whistleblower met with this one person before they even filed the report? I'm sorry, with his staff. But yet we don't know for sure who it is. They've already decided that there's been 17 errors with the Pfizer report, the spy on an American citizen. Adam Schiff has come out and he has leaked the phone records of someone in the press and another congressman. Thought we had freedom of speech. They want to talk about, this is my opinion, they want to talk about the fact that abuse of power. What did they do? That's my opinion. If you guys like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. I would love to be able to, I want to open up to people. If you guys would like to have an adult conversation, I'd love to be able to plan something and we can do it live here on YouTube. I invite anybody. I'll put in my way to contact me via Telegram down in the description. If you'd like to have an adult conversation live on YouTube, then let's do so. I think this is great. Nobody else is doing anything like that. So, this is my reaction to last night's, in my opinion, atrocity called the impeachment of Donald Trump. Until next time, peace.